Six and Six TV, Kevin and Elton coming at you with 6 topics, 6 minutes. Raptors barely picking up the win at home against Washington. Kevin, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm good. My stomach's full of duck curry right now, so it's thanking me for the great decision I made this afternoon.
I love duck curry. You're
Yeah, are
lucky.
you a fan? Are you a fan of the curry?
Yeah, man. Love it. Love it.
All right, I got about 75% of the game. I know you saw a little bit more than me. Tell me what you saw.
Um, yeah, it was a good start for the Raptors, obviously. I mean, they won the first quarter and they lost, the second, third, and fourth quarter and still won the game. So obviously they needed that, big first quarter. A lot of guys had a good game. Ibaka, again, had a good game tonight. I thought McCaw did better tonight.
Got a
His
lot of
numbers may
minutes.
not. Yeah. He had 34 minutes, I believe it was. Lowry, got point production, but I kind of felt like he was coming into the lane, off balance and getting some careless turnovers. Van Vliet on like the stat sheet almost had a triple double, but I felt something was off. He was shooting like 30% tonight, missing free throws, which is, not typically, how he plays. We kind of just stopped playing defense in that fourth quarter, and they obviously got back in the game. Beal at 37 points, I believe it was. So yeah, I mean, it's good to grind out this win because of all the injuries, which is the positive I took out of it. But did get a little messy there at the end of the game.
All right, we're into the next one, which is injuries. I don't feel this is going to be the same as the last time where we had two major players out. I think Siakam comes back pretty soon, but until that time, I mean, our best offensive player in Siakam out, our best defensive player in Gasol out, our best sixth man essentially in Norm out. How do you think we recover? 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to recover. I think all we got to do is allow, this time with these injuries, the other guys to just step up and get a little bit more comfortable. If you look at Miller, I mean, he is terrified when he's on the court. So, you know what? He needs to take these minutes that he's getting and gain some confidence. I think it's just guys just got to, step in and do whatever they can and gain some confidence. And then when the guys come back, hopefully we're all firing on all cylinders.
All right, next 4 games. I think we got Dallas at home, and then Indiana away, and then Boston and Boston.
Yeah, back to back.
How do you think we fare, man? That could easily be 4 straight losses if we're not careful. We don't have our heads in the game. How do you think we do through that 4 game stretch?
Yeah, it's gonna be extremely tough stretch. I mean, I don't know where we're gonna get all this scoring from. I mean, Washington doesn't really play defense, so they're like a run and gun type team. I think these teams are gonna kind of shut it out on the defensive end. So, Lowry, Van Vliet are really gonna need to step up. We're gonna need same production from Ibaka, but I'm not sure how this road swing is gonna go. If I had to wager a guess, I'd be happy if we end up 2-2. Coming up to these 4 games. But yeah, important games. But I mean, the timing of the injury sucks. To have these 4 games coming up, especially with that Christmas game and how important that is. But we'll see if the other guys step up and make it a competitive game. That's all I want.
Yeah, the 2 away games are definitely going to be super super tough. I think having the home crowd, especially for the Christmas game, first time ever, the players will probably get up for it. And then Dallas on Sunday. Usually, any away team that comes here on Sunday is hungover, so we usually win those games.
Saturday night.
All right, man. More news about the tournament. This in-season tournament, November through December, $1 million per player is being offered for the winning team. Are you gonna buy into this? Are you gonna be excited about an in-season tournament?
I'm still confused by it, man. Like each player is gonna get $1 million. So you look at Boucher, who I think makes 1.5 million bucks right now in his entire salary for the year, and you're just gonna give him $1 million because we won some tournament. I guess the one thing I like about it is it's all the teams in the tournament, which I think is a good thing because there could be someone who gets hot at the right time and wins a tournament. So I could see that perspective a little bit. But I was shocked that each player is getting like $1 million. This is like, the players are gonna like it, but it's like I'm very.
But it's not like baseball, man. It's like in baseball, a team can get hot over like 15 games and beat anyone. It's not the same in basketball, so I don't know. All right, would you rather? You got a gun pointed to your head, and the only way you can get out is a 3-pointer, and you have 2 people you can choose from to make that 3-pointer. You have Bertans from the Wizards or Matt Thomas? Who do you choose, man?
Oh, come on. Don't even ask me that. You know I'm choosing Matt Thomas, my boy. Matt Thomas, man. I'm taking Matt Thomas. He was missing like crazy today. Bertrand from Washington. He was missing like
I see
crazy
the
today.
way
And
he's
he is a
shooting.
sharpshooter. I'm taking Matt Thomas, man. He was second or third when he was actually before he got hurt in the
Yeah,
entire league. I'm taking
it's
Thomas.
something, Matt. All right, better big three. KG talking a lot of smack
Oh
about his
yes,
time
yes,
in the
yes.
Celtics, talking about how he ran LeBron out of Cleveland, talking about his I guess the first championship they won against Miami in the East. I think they beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tell me who's a better big three? Um, KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce, or LeBron, Wade, and Bosh?
LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
No question, right? No question at all.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, Kevin Garnett, he trash talks on the floor when he was playing his biggest trash talker, and he's still doing it, but he's wrong on this one. And I like KG. I was a KG fan.
Yeah, I like KG too. Like, what a dumbass statement to make about running a LeBron out of Cleveland when
Yeah,
LeBron had nobody on that team besides himself.
exactly, and still carried them for so many years. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah.
Honestly, if there was one like just a 1A superstar on the team with LeBron, they would have probably crushed the Celtics that year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay, one thing we didn't talk about when it came to the injuries, Norm is going to be out for some time. He was out for 21 games the last time he got hurt, on his shoulder. They're predicting the same amount this time. Gasol, who knows, man? Who knows when he's going to be out? What is going to happen? Because when Norm's back and when these guys come back, it's really right before the trade deadline. Until that time, we could go in a skid because of the lack of depth we have at this point. I'm just worried, man. These couple of injuries that all happened around in the same game has really, really screwed things up. I don't know whether to give Masai a good indication of where this team really lies come trade deadline, because I don't know if he's going to see this team for half the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I'm sure he was getting calls about, Norman Powell and this and that, and now teams are like maybe a little scared off and stuff like that. And plus, like the biggest letdown for me especially with Norm, who I was not a fan of as far as consistency goes since he's been a Raptor, he's finally stepped up. To get injured at that time when the guy's like potentially there's arguments to be made about him, taking someone's spot in the starting lineup. Now he's gonna be gone for call it 15 to 20 games and then come back. And how long is he going to take to get his mojo back? Who knows? It's going to be very tough, man. Bad timing for sure.
Listen, if there's anyone who can figure this out in terms of playing with lineups, it's Nick Nurse. I forgot what the stat was in terms of the number of different lineups he had during the championship season last year, but I have full faith in him kind of ironing out the kinks and finding new ways to score and finding new ways to defend as well. Let's leave it at that. You're probably wondering why we're not outside the game. We're gonna ride it through the Christmas season with these recap videos, and then we're gonna go out into the field come 2020. It's been a busy season, so we'll probably see you out again in the field first game in 2020. Until then, look for these videos. We'll be doing one after the Christmas game as well. So we're still on. Still look out for our uploads. Kevin, last word.
Everybody pray for the Raptors. We don't want to go 0 for 4 on these next ones. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but let's cross our fingers.
All right, guys. Good night. God bless.
Peace.